No. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today. This special call meeting of the Montgomery County Board of Education is called to order. There are 7 members present. I declare that a quorum is present for the conducting of business. At this time, we would like to approve our agenda. This meeting has been called for the purpose of reviewing contracts for our interim CSFO and the interim superintendent. At this time, without objection, shall we approve the agenda that is before us by unanimous consent? Is there objection? Without objection, the agenda is approved by unanimous consent. Again, today we are considering the contracts of our interim chief school financial officer and our interim superintendent positions. These contracts are designed to ensure continuity in leadership and effective oversight of our district's financial and operational responsibilities as we continue our search for our permanent candidates. Our goal with these interim appointments is to maintain steady leadership and keep our focus on the critical needs of our students, our staff, and our community at large. The contracts are set for a 6-month period, providing stability during this transition phase as we complete our search and our selection processes for our permanent replacements. Each interim position includes a supplemental salary, which has been determined to fairly compensate these leaders for the additional responsibilities that they will incur and to ensure their continued dedication to our district's priorities. The first item on the agenda is the proposed contract for our CSFO. Nope, not true. The first item on our agenda is an executive session regarding litigation. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move for us to move into executive session to discuss litigation, and I also would like to add a discussion regarding contracts as well.
I second it.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that we move into executive session to discuss litigation and contracts. Is there discussion? Hearing no discussion, we'll take the vote. All those in favor of moving into executive session, raise your hands. It is unanimous.
All right, Madam President, at this time, as Board Attorney, I would like to certify that it is necessary to go into an executive session regarding the litigation part. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we will move into executive session. There will be no votes taken at that time. We should be in executive session no more than 30 minutes. Thank you.
Good afternoon. We're just so excited to host Dr. Mackey and his team. I've had a chance to connect with Mr. Wobbles, who is the Director of Department of Agriculture. And it's just really good for us to be able to partner with Sweet Grown Alabama. Our students thrive off of healthy living habits. And so we want to make sure that we stay engaged with Sweet Grown Alabama to ensure that our students have healthy eating habits.
National School Lunch Week started with John F. Kennedy in the 1960s, and it was brought about to bring awareness to everything that the Child Nutrition Program does. Nationwide, we serve over 30 million students, and we just wanted to bring our initiative Farm to School, kick it off and start off with doing that in our district for this week. It started with a phone call from the Department of Agriculture. They wanted to increase farm to school activities in our district, and they selected us to do a test run and hopefully do it in the future.
And today, you know, we're featuring Alabama-grown products throughout Montgomery County at the Montgomery County Schools. So there's over 18,000 pounds of food today that will be served in the cafeterias in Montgomery County that came directly from Alabama farmers.
You know, one of the most important things we can do is help make sure our students are healthy. And being healthy means eating healthy. We want students to know where their food comes from. We're fortunate that in Alabama, agriculture is actually our #1 industry. Brings in more money to our state's coffers than anything else. And so students need to understand that this food comes from Alabama. Certainly we have food that's shipped in also, but it's all grown by farmers here in the United States. And
with the cafeteria, our students come together and they eat at the table. Parents are so busy now, and to have the students experience family in the cafeteria, but not only experience family, but to have farm to school products.
Ooh, the perfect school lunch. Well, you know, you definitely in every meal you gotta have a good staple, so a good meat. So I'ma definitely go with some chicken, some grilled chicken, some seared or sauteed chicken, probably with mashed potatoes, some bell peppers, some fresh fruit, and not milk, but probably juice or water. But milk works too, because you need milk.
Dual enrollment for dual credit is an opportunity for students to take collegiate level courses while they are still in high school. And the great thing about dual enrollment for dual credit, just as the name suggests, the students are going to get high school credit as well as credit towards their collegiate journeys. And so those credits will be transcribed on their high school transcript and their college transcript.
The reason why I attended the dual enrollment programs is really because not only will I be able to get college credits, but I'll also be losing a class or two to be getting forward to my degree in computer science. So it's kind of like the reason why I wanted this, but also to experience college courses and interact with one and another of my peers.
I decided to participate in dual enrollment because it's a good opportunity to start college early, to get a head start with my credits, and to basically help me out in the long run when I do go to college.
Our school counselors are an amazing resource. They're actually the liaison at our local schools to push the dual enrollment for dual credit program. So I'm at the district level, but our school counselors are the ones that are putting their feet to the ground to ensure that the students are well aware of this opportunity, and any questions the students may have, they are the local school professionals on the dual enrollment for dual credit program in the Montgomery Public School System.
Dual enrollment will benefit my future academic and career goals because it advances me when I get to college, because I will already have different courses done that I will need to have done in college.
After completing dual enrollment, I will be taking over to the next semester and taking Spanish as a course at Auburn University.
The great thing about the Montgomery Public Schools dual enrollment for dual credit program is as long as the students meet the eligibility criteria, cost is absolutely nothing for them.
It's important to read because well, your mind needs to grow and everything. And when you read, it teaches you new things and new words, which helps your mind grow.
Literacy on Wheels is a mobile learning station. It's kind of like the literacy nights that you have at school, but we're doing it district-wide so that students can get information from multiple specialists and not just the ones stationed at their school. So as parents and students are walking in, they'll see literacy and numeracy stations. So we have both reading, literature, and math stations for them to interact with, and it's for kindergarten through 8th grade. So we have a wide variety of activities for them to complete. So based on last year's ACAP scores, we're about 36% proficient as a system, where we were only 16% about the year before. And so it's our goal to help raise proficiency by getting parents involved with literacy at home.
So in previous school years, we knew that literacy counted and literacy mattered. Well, now we understand that we must do our part. These Literacy on Wheels is a start.
Well, we actually did grocery store math, mainly because a lot of children have difficulty with adding and subtracting, and this is a great activity for students, well, for parents to do with their children when they go to the grocery store. They can add up items, and then they can pretend that they have money and they can calculate their change. A lot of kids have problems with that, so this is something fun for them to do to learn how to add and subtract.
My favorite part about reading is probably the comprehension. Well, reading, it just lets you know all of the things that you need to learn, and also it helps you build your foundational skills.
I think my favorite part about tonight was just all the activities and learning that all the stations had. At some of my stations, we did long multiplication, we did fractions, it was some English and ELA. My favorite part about reading is definitely the books, because like I can imagine stuff. I don't just have to read it, I can imagine it all throughout I'm reading.
What I hope to gain from this is more information that can help my little ones at home so they can be successful in the school year. At home, promoting literacy, right now we're working on sight words nightly, and thankful to MPS this year, they were able to bring home packets. It was a math and literacy packet, so therefore we're able to work on it each night.
Our parents that could not come tonight are welcome to reach out to our schools, and each of our schools should have information for them that they can take away to implement some of these literacy skills. They can also reach us at the district office, through our parent engagement office, or through the library media specialist. We love to help them.
if I got fire on me, I would stop, drop, and roll and find the nearest exit that isn't near any fire. My favorite part about today was looking at the fire truck. I would tell them that make sure you always have a fire alarm and not to be scared when you see somebody wearing like a fire suit. If your clothes is like on fire, you have to stop, drop, and roll. Probably whenever they dress up in the suits, because you don't see that every day. You don't get to see them dressed up every single day.
Well, I hope the students got out of this a lot of information. And the thing I also would hope they got is the evacuation plan. Because a lot of times we know what to do in case there's a fire, but where do we meet? Where do we go? How do we get out if there is a fire? So a lot of things is, the first thing is the evacuation plan, and to also always be safe, safety first.
Well, there's a wealth of information online you can go. Just basically type fire safety prevention. There's also Montgomery Fire Rescue here in town. Division of Training, they have a whole bunch of information. Once again, a wealth of information pertaining to that subject. And you could just come by your local station. They'll be glad to give you any information. So there's 3 options right there, and there's ones if you don't want to leave your house, and ones if you just want to get out of the house for a little while. We're always glad to help, and we always have that type of information on hand.
September is National Attendance Awareness Month. We want to share with you some important facts. The state of Alabama requires all children between the ages of 6 through 17 to attend school.
Parents, you are required to submit an excuse each time your child is absent. Be mindful that MPS does not accept excuses via fax or email. Also, parental excuses are limited to 8 days. Finally, if your child has a chronic illness, please submit a chronic illness letter from the physician. For additional information, please contact your child's school.
Track your child's academic progress and school attendance by logging into PowerSchool. Please make sure you have current contact information on file and respond to your school messages.
If you have any questions or concerns, please refer to your 2024-2025 school handbook. Feel free to call the Office of Student Support Services at 334-223-6850.
Attendance matters. Every day counts with MPS.
Well, good afternoon, students, teachers, and faculty. As Principal Schmidt said, my name is Kay Ivey, and I serve as your governor here in Alabama. As governor, I have lots of responsibilities, but the thing I am most focused on is making sure that you all have the very best education possible. To be a good steward of this nation means first being a good student. By being diligent in your coursework, you can honor the past and ensure a brighter future for yourselves and our country. The lessons you learn here in this school, here at Halcyon Elementary, go far beyond textbooks and exams. You're taught initiative, leadership, and hard work, the very values that make Alabama and America exceptional.
everybody in all those seasons.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody give the young ladies a round of applause. We had a heck
thank
of
you
a
for your
season out here.
patience. We will need an additional 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you.
Our first recipient is Shonda Tolliver from Booker T. Washington High
I nominated Ms. Tolliver for the Herman Moore Lamp Award because she is exemplary. She's one of those library media specialists that is representative of the best of our craft. When I think about Ms. Tolliver, I call her my artsy, crafty, mathy, sciencey librarian because she gets the value of books and reading and literacy, but she also gets the value of a well-rounded whole student that she can embrace the art side of them, she can embrace the math side of them, she can embrace the science side of them, she can embrace anything they need.
So when I found out I was going to receive the award, I was very mixed emotions. I was like, are you sure? I was nervous, I was excited that I was even thought of for this honor. I think that it shows that there's so much with MPS. There's more with MPS and there's more with MPS libraries. So I am on the backs of those individuals like Ms. Huntley who have laid the foundation for us in literacy and others. So I'm very, very humbled, very, very excited. Not just for myself, but this represents Booker T. Washington as well and my students and the work that they do.
I could not recommend Ms. Tolliver for this award.
Thank you again for your patience. We have concluded our executive session. No votes were taken while in executive session. The special call meeting is back to session, back to open session. The next item on our agenda is the proposed contract for our CSFO. The proposed interim, Ms. Pamela Watkins. Is there a discussion regarding that contract? No discussion. The next item would be the proposed contract for our interim superintendent. Our interim superintendent has been named Ms. Jamie Wilson. Is there any discussion on that contract? Hearing no discussion, we will go ahead and consider for approval. Regarding the proposed CSFO employment contract, all those in favor?
You want to take a motion?
I'm sorry?
I move
I would
to
gladly
accept
take
the
a motion.
recommendation of the chair on the interim CSFO contract.
I second it.
It has been moved and seconded that we accept or approve the contract for our CSFO. Again, I'll ask, is there discussion? Hearing no discussion, we will take that vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. It is unanimous. Thank you. Now we will discuss the contract for the interim superintendent. Is there a motion?
I move to accept the chair's recommendation for the interim superintendent contract.
I second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the contract for our interim superintendent. Again, is there discussion? Hearing no discussion, we will take the vote. All those in favor, raise your hands. It passes. Congratulations to both our interim CSFO and our interim superintendent. Again, we have worked very diligently to ensure that our district is stable, that our operations will continue to move forward, our academics being our top priority. We thank you all for your input, for your participation. To our public, this meeting is adjourned.